G'day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke, how you going? Well, I've actually done most of the filming. We're almost at the end of the video, but this is actually the start. So I'm a few beers down, the old Great Northern, few down. Had lunch, had a barbie. This video is action-packed, man, action-packed. It's got everything in it, from rain last night, swimming in a puddle, working on my lawnmower, cooking lunch, family photos so you get to see the wife. What else? Working on this tree. Me and the son, after I work on this tree, are about to go digging for a box thorn for him, because I promised that when it rains we're going to go dig a box thorn for him. Full tour of the property, looking at all the trees. Just a few jobs I had to do around the place. A whole day in the life of Aussie Bonsai Bloke. So it's action packed. We got the neighbours coming around soon for a few drinks, and I think the filming will stop there because it could get a bit bloody ugly. So work on this tree, all of that stuff I said, and it's just a great bloody day. Beautiful. So we're working outside today because I thought, you know, why not have the Australian bush in the background, or the desert, whatever you like to say, and we're going to work on this tree. She's a bloody beauty too. We're working on this Melaleuca. I think it's a bractifolia or something like that, but anyway, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It gets purple flowers, a bit like the honey myrtle, but it gets purple flowers, so might be a type of honey myrtle, don't know. Didn't bother looking it up. But anyway, we're going to work on this tree, and it's going to be a fun video. So buckle up, enjoy, and it's just action-packed, full of everything. So if you fast forward, you'll probably miss something that was worth watching. So let's, I'm just trying to think. I reckon I'll have this tree at the end of the video. I'll do everything else first, including digging a tree with the sun, and then we'll probably play this tree. Probably play this tree, working on this tree right at the end of the video. So if you don't want to see everything else, you can skip to that. But you know, it was fun making it again. I love Australia Day. I love cooking up a barbie, all the fun, the drinking, the mucking around. So if you fast forward, you'll miss all that, but that's up to you. No worries, let's get into this tree. This is going to be a fun day. Good old suckle of the Great Northern. Okay guys, so literally we're the day after the 45-degree day. Same day I just did those other two videos, worked on the baby crepe myrtle and the peppercorn. Same day, and look at this. It's just started raining. And the only good thing about some of these hot days is quite often it's followed by rain. Look at that. First rain in 3 months. Woo! So it's been 3 months, no rain. And look at that. Just beauty. Just a beauty. Oh yeah, running down the driveway. It's taken away all the sand I put in there on the rocks, but who cares? Back lawn looks horrible. Look at that. It's raining, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Woo! This ride is sick. Rather than waste it, what I've done is put up these banks here to make the water push onto the old lawn at the back that's dry as a chip. Otherwise it'll go around there and out the driveway and it's gone. So I'm trying to make the most of it by making it soak in the lawn here. And hopefully at least get some use out of it, and also back here. And then also up the top, I'll just show you up the top in a second. Look at this, completely rutted out me path again, but I don't care. Look at that. Beautiful. It's running down there, running onto the lawn. But then at the top here, what we've got, okay, so there's less water coming down here now because I come up here with a hoe and diverted some water just so we don't waste it all. It's amazing, you know, 12 weeks, maybe even more without rain, and here we go, we're getting rain. Woo, baby! Oh yeah! So what I've done here is I've mounted this up, so the water that's coming all the way from up the hill there is hitting here, diverting along this little channel, then heading this way and creating water, lots of water. And it's running down through all these trees here, and then eventually it'll run down onto the near the house if it keeps raining for that long. But at the moment you can see it runs from there through here into there, quite a bit of water, and then it'll run through the trees here, work its way down here, and then slowly go down that way. But actually you can see it's already worked its way to here, which is a fair way, so it's come there to there to there, and then it might actually work its way down there, we don't know. But either way, we're not wasting the water out the driveway, which is awesome. Bloody beauty. Cheers. Okay guys, well, my son Seth put me to it. He said, Dad, you're going to do a starfish, because it's become a bit of a tradition every time it rains after a long drought that I hop in the water and do a starfish. So first we're going to set it off with a good old ton, and this will be the start of the Australia Day video. Cheers, and let's have a good one. And look at this, Seth. Oh, water, Seth. Water. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We got some rain, baby. Woo. Leo, come here. Leo. Papa, come here. Come here. Come. Here, come. Here, come. Oh yeah, beauty. Bloody beauty, mate. We got rain. You happy, Seth?
Yes. Are you?
Yeah.
I wonder how the
Oh, Seth started the tradition too. Wave your arms around, you got to do a starfish. Oh, Seth. Now you have to do it every time, mate.
Leo did it.
Oh, mate, you're wet. Turn around.
You're
Turn around. Oh.
wet.
G'day. Today is Australia Day. Let's bring it on. So, we're in early morning. Had the rain yesterday, and I thought I would just go for a cruise. Show you guys how the big trees are going, and also maybe some water up the hill, and we've actually got some more rain just starting to come down now. But the rain coming down now is not so crazy as yesterday, I don't think. Looks like just a single cloud there. So you can see these trees here. A couple at the back there are more than 6 foot tall now. There's some there. So happy Australia Day, everyone. And what a great way to have Australia Day, nice and wet. Here's a dog, he's loving it. Look at that crazy boy. And here's where I went for a swim last night. In that puddle up here. Sorry if it gets a bit shaky, but we are riding around and I am holding on to the camera. Riding around in these rocks. You can see on this puddle here. She's a beauty. Dog don't like it when I stop. Come on, let's take you for a walk, boy. Alright, let's go, come on. Want to splash it up right now. I'm still in my pajamas. Don't want to end up full of mud. Just take you around the back here. Some of these trees around the back. That one there, that's a bushy sugar. She's going great. Arid red gums there. Dog's taking a wee. Give him some privacy. Things are looking good. Now in a minute, Leo, we gotta have a standing race, mate. You can't cheat by taking off early. Okay, we're gonna have a standing race. Leo. In a second, we're gonna have a race, mate. Ready? Go! Oh shit, water. Oh! Well, safe to say the dog won again. Always wins, that dog. Fast. Well, g'day guys. I thought before I get on it, I better do some jobs, get some jobs done. Seth's in there sawing away, doing his job. How you going there, mate? Good?
Yeah. It's tiring though.
Is that?
Yeah.
You're almost through. if you lift that bit of wood up, see how it's pushing on that saw there? What's going on is it's jamming your saw blade, so you've got to lift it up, the bit of wood up, or you just put something under here like this. Now tighten it up, and now you won't have this end touching here, which will put pressure on your saw blade. So now you should be able to cut a lot easier. Go for it.
Hopefully.
Oh, good one, mate. You got it. Bloody beauty.
But the only downside is these two things in the way.
Yeah, Dad's got a junk here, doesn't he?
Well, it's not your fault. They were the one who put the vice right here and had the table and that in the way. It's not your fault. They were the one who did it.
There's a dog chilling out the front. So our job today is going to be fixing this lawnmower wheel. Not fixing it, but pulling it apart so that I know that I'm ordering the right part from eBay. So what's happened is the rear axle has snapped off this Husqvarna. So I'm going to pull the gearbox apart, get that shaft out, pull it out, order a new one the same, and then fix it. Because the old lawnmower itself's still okay, just needs a new shaft, the old Husqvarna. So let's put her on the hoist, use the hoist for something other than holding the lights for my videos. So we'll have to get these random lights off of here. Pretty easy, they just pull out. And then let's get that lawnmower up in the air and work on it. Okay guys, let's get this monkey in the air and have a look. Okay, got her in the air. Now let's get under there and see if we can fix her up. Beauty. Yeah, bloody crap going everywhere here. This is disgusting. Could not for the life of me find a drain plug. Oh. God. Half it's going in, half it's not. I think I might let it drain like that for 5 seconds. Just everywhere, that's disgusting. Gonna need a bit of kitty litter on this one, I reckon. Well, she looks pretty serious. There's a few parts that fell out. Caught most of the oil, but we did make a bit of a mess. All these sprockets can all fall out right now, so I've got to really concentrate. I'll pull her apart and try and get to the axle, but these cogs can all fall out, and if I don't see where they come from, I'm in big trouble. Okay guys, so we've got a fair few parts flopping around the place here. We've got a cog, all sorts of stuff going on. I've got to the point here where there's no actual circlip, just a couple of lugs that hold it all together. It's quite a simple setup. Now I don't know anything about pulling stuff apart, but for me, you know, it's a bit like I've changed motors in cars and clutches and stuff. I just pull it apart, try to remember how it all goes together, and then hopefully when it's all said and done, it works. So it looks pretty simple. Looks like that axle is going to pull out and this cog could fall on the ground. We don't want that to break. So that axle's pulling out, you can see that. So let's see if we can pull this broken one out on this side. Oh yes, and there's the cog. Whoops, something else fell. Oh, look at that. Got it. Beauty. So that's the part I need, along with the bit that I've got. Beauty. But guys, we've got it out. So that's the bit that goes in the wheel. Still got the keyway to lock the wheel in. This mower's been donated from the boss at work to mow my windsurfing spot. I just got to fix it and then we'll get her down mowing at the windsurfing spot. So that's donation from the boss. Cheers mate. And we'll get it fixed and get her back in operation. So that's the broken bit. Got all my parts squared away. Don't want to lose anything. And that's about it. So I'm just gonna, today, this video, Australia Day, I'm just gonna run you through everything that I do for the whole day. So next job, let's go get some beers in the fridge for later on. Okay guys, if anyone knows anything about these and knows what they're for, let me know, because they just bloody fell out of the gearbox somewhere and I don't know where from. Otherwise everything else is accounted for, but that just fell out. Otherwise I'll have to nut it out later. Cheers. Well, she's looking sad, but don't worry, we'll get her going. Now let's go and do the next job. Okay guys, next job, most important job, gonna be to get some of these beers in the fridge. Just make a spot, get some beers in the fridge. Yeah, should have. She's run away. Need them for Ron. It's gonna be a good day. Good old Great Northern. I'll get the rest in there ready for Ron. Cheers. Okay guys, next job in the day of a day in the life. Next job of a day in the life of Aussie Bonsai Bloke. I couldn't say that too fast or I got a bit confused. We got to feed my wormies so they can make some more goodness for our bonsais for fertiliser. Look at them go. Bloody beauty, they love watermelon. There's some more goodness just down there. Okay, let's put this one in. Let them have a good old suckle on that. Look at that, bloody beauty. I'm just doing my daily routines at the moment. We'll get on to some fun. Possibly a ton, but mainly the Great Northern in a second. Not far off now, guys. We're going to have to start cracking some cans. That's what Australia Day is all about. Cheers. G'day, guys. Well, the lawn is starting to look better. The next job, I've edged it with the machine. And the next job, I just got a whole way. But first, I just want to show you, I scalped the absolute poo out of this lawn nearly 2 weeks ago. About a day short of 2 weeks, or 2 days short of 2 weeks, and it's really coming back nice. It was just getting a bit long and the lawnmower was hovering over it a bit, so I thought I'd scalp it. It's coming back good now, but I'll tell you what, it did look pretty bloody ugly there for a while. If you have a close look down here, you can see it's still filling back in, but I scalped it to bare dirt. I think I put it on 6mm on the old Qual cast, or the Scott Bonner mower, but she's coming back okay now. So another week, I reckon she'll be sweet. So anyway, my next job for today on Australia Day, this is my last job before we start having some fun. And before I crack open a beer, just go along here and clean the edge with my hoe. So we've got a nice clean edge on the lawn. And anywhere it's stuck on the old lawn, I'll just have to get rid of it, but that's pretty well it. Just do that around the whole thing. Create a nice deep edge. And that's it. So I'll get to that, and then it's time for some fun. Bloody beauty. Okay, guys, it's time. Bloody beauty. Okay, done the edging job, so that's it for the jobs for the day. Now it's all going to be fun from here on in. A lot of fun. So you can see the edging around here. This on the left there, that's going to be rosemary hedge when it all grows in. Then we'll have the other edge of the lawn here. This area here is a bit different because I actually cut it in too far, and then it exposed the pipe under there for the pop-up, so I've had to fill it in with dirt, and I'm going to let it grow out a bit further out there. Then we get back to this beautiful edge here. Look at this really nice edge. You have a look how deep that edge is. Just crazy. So that's the edge on the old Great Northern. Look at that. Bloody beauty. Rosemary on the left, lawn on the right. So, look at that. Bloody beauty. So that'll be a hedge there. And then, mind the weeds here, the lawn's trying to grow back in here because we've extended the lawn a bit further. This is the Westringia hedge here. There's an old ton beer that I left lying around. That's it. We've got succulent garden here. Bird bath. Wind's starting to come in, so you might hear some wind noise now. May as well give you a quick tour of the garden. So we've got the top of the garden up there. Come down here. Garden bed's going nice. You can see all the lawn clippings that I put out here. Lots of lawn clippings. There's a massive ground cover. Crazy. It's going nuts. And just all these plants which are just going great guns. Got to do some more weeding soon. Then we got the Aggies are still holding onto their flowers a bit, but you know, getting a little bit long in the tooth. We got the trees out the front there, the new ones here. You have a look at these new ones. They've only been in for bugger all. Have a look at this. Along with the weed, they're now coming out the top. That's the agonis or willow myrtle. Quite a big tree, and there'll be feature trees out the front gate. So as you can see, growing super healthy, really healthy. They were just babies when we put them in. They're already hanging out, and they've only been in for, I don't know, a month, maybe slightly more, 2 months maybe, doubt it, but maybe. Just bring you around back in the gate. This garden bed is going alright. Had to put some more guards on because the rabbits were starting to clean stuff up. Bloody rabbits. Don't know why they got called rabbits. Jeez, they're rabbits. So yeah, things are going good. Really good. And this rain that we got, it's just awesome. There's a kid's apple tree from seed. There's one of them anyway. That there's, you know, getting up around my shoulder height. It's going good. Also we've got some canna lilies, crepe myrtle, diamonds in the dark starting to flower. Look at that. Look at some of the new shoots on this thing. Really healthy. Super healthy. So she's cranking along. She survived the heat wave fine. Now she's starting to flower. Canna lilies didn't really like the heat, burnt all the flowers off, but they got good seeds there, so should push something else out later. I really don't know what I've got in the garden here. We've planted so many plants. My persimmon got it guarded and she's growing good now. This is the bird of paradise, but the white and purple flowering one, the massive one when it gets big. Another bird bath here underneath whatever tree that is. I don't know what that is. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. But I've allowed a couple of them to grow. It's getting quite big. Probably nearly 12 foot high, not quite. But I've let it grow because the birds love sitting in there and hiding and then going in the bird bath. So it's a great spot for them. It's actually getting bloody decent trunk on the thing. Here's my Great Northern. Look at that. I'll have to dig her up for bonsai soon. Bloody oath, mate. See how we go. And we got the lime tree here. It's getting some new shoots on. It was looking pretty sad, but it's starting to get healthy. Another canna lily. This is in the septic runoff. So you can see that canna lily is extremely happy. Living it up in the septic. Our waste is this plant's paradise. Look at that. So healthy. Just loving it. That's a locust, mini locust tree that I grew from seed. As you can see, it's getting there. It's only 1 year old from seed, so it's got some really healthy new growth on it. Just loving it. It's a fig tree. Weeds. I sprayed off a lot of these weeds, so hopefully they'll die. Tried not to spray my fig trees and stuff. You can see no damage to the fig tree, but the weeds around it are dying. It's a lemon tree. She's struggling along. Maybe got some spray on it, maybe a bit of spray drift because she's looking pretty sad. Anyway, see what happens with that one. Another locust tree here. hiding all that. And then we got a, I think, Manchurian pear there, ornamental pear. So, starting to look good. And then we got the mulberry. A butterfly bush. Seems to be going well. Crepe myrtle, really healthy. A pomegranate, starting to flower. Beautiful little flower. Another crepe myrtle there. Compost bin. What else? A new sage that we put in. And another mulberry there. A couple of pear trees there. So she's coming along. Long way to go, but she's coming along. Okay. Next thing, next point of call, another drink. And me and the son, I promised him when it starts to rain, when we get some rain and it's easy digging, we're going to go and collect a box thorn for him up on the hill up there. So let's get up there and have a look. I might actually, just before I do that, take you in there and have a look at some of the new trees, show you how they're going. They've only been in for 6 months, so let's go and have a look at them, or maybe 8 months, something like that. Let's go and have a look at them, and then we're going to go and dig a tree with the sun. Okay guys, so the house is back that way. All this section here I've planted up, another 200 odd trees, maybe just over. But anyway, you can see some of them are just powering along now, just growing flat out. There's one back here. This is a ghost gum. I think it comes from up Alice Springs way. Alice Springs, so it's ghost gum, so it should do fine here. A lot more rainfall here than Alice Springs, so although surprisingly not much more, you know. They actually don't do too bad up there. Look at this one. She's already 2 foot high, and she started off way down there somewhere. So she's really grown. I think she started off there. It's grown all of that. So super healthy. Like I say, I won't show you all of them, but we'll do a quick walk. Another one super healthy. So these are all the new ones, just growing flat out. I've been watering them every 2 days, but as you can see, that rain that we had, this soil, once it's wet, is actually really good soil. Just a matter of getting it wet. So it's rained and now it's all wet. Bloody beauty. Look at it, just awesome. But until it rains, this is rock hard. It's like bloody cement. You may as well call it cement. Just absolutely like a rock. Then when it rains, it's actually got a little bit of sand in it, so when it rains, it actually softens up quite nice. So there's another good one. One's a twin trunker. Either that, or when the old man grew them from seed, he accidentally put 2 in a pot. Who knows? It's happened before, don't worry. Quite a few of my other trees right up there on the hill, the original ones, have got 2 or 3 in a pot. So everything here is grown from seed, the whole lot. My old man knew that I wanted them, all these different types, and he's grown about 40 different types of things for me. I can't name them all. I do have them written down somewhere, but I've got no idea. So this is native pine, brand newy. You can see it's coming out the guard, and that was literally way down here. Way down. Then we have ones like this that got eaten by the rabbits, and as you can see, got eaten clean off, and now she's reshooting with new shoots. Bloody rabbits. I tell you what guys, eh? You bloody rabbits out there, settle down. Stay out there in your own turf, mate. So I don't know what type they all are. No idea. I'll just show you a few. Another ghost gum. A lot of them are ghost gums this time around. You can see that one's been eaten off on the top, but it's got all new shoots coming out. But they're extremely healthy. I've been watering them every 2 days before this rain came. Look at this one. It's got 3 shoots. Have a look in there. No, it's all from the one, so it's just one. But it got eaten off and now it's divided to 3. Okay. There is actually tags along the side, a lot of them. So here we go. For instance, if I really want to know what they are, I can go, okay, what's that one? And then I can go here, pull out the tag. Eucalypt gracilis, something like that. I don't pretend to know what they are. It's only a few select ones that I know, the rest I don't. But what I do know is they're just powering along now, and because of this rain we had, they're going to seriously power along. Because what happened before, even when you water them, they can't get their roots down because the wetness only stays right on the underneath the plant, and they can't get out here because it's too hard. Whereas now that it's all wet, they can actually start pushing their roots out further, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'll just do a really quick walk by now. So this one got eaten off to nothing. It's got new shoots. It's just beautiful out here, I just love it. Now I did this section because it's pretty bare and the house is down there. And I just thought it would give us good privacy, good windbreak, but to be honest, this is on the east side, so it doesn't really get wind from this side. And then have a look down here. I'll show you this after when I go digging with the sun, but down there and here there's some really old socialist mallee, and it's a really cool corner with a lot of old stuff. Now there's a beehive in there. I don't know if you can quite see those bees going in and out. There's a beehive. Now I thought for a video it would actually be quite fun if I put on a bee suit, got the old smoker out, and tried to get some wild honey, but I don't know, man, I'd have to be pretty game when I try that. Okay, so that's about it. I'll just do a super quick walk back down. Just all of that land there, it's just beautiful. Just love being out here. Really love it. I think we're good. We got all sorts of stuff. I think this is a peppermint gum. Eucalyptus Nicolai. I think that's a peppermint gum. Narrow leaf peppermint gum or something. Something like that. Here's another cool little leafed one. Look at that one. Powering along. Eucalyptus callii on the tag it says. So it is good. I can actually over time maybe learn all the different types of ones that I've got, because it'd be great to know what they are. But like I say, all up there'd be 30 or 40. Just great. Alright, I'm going to take you around to the older trees now. Have a bit of a look there, and then we'll either cook lunch, because getting on towards lunchtime, have a barbie, or maybe go dig that boxthorn for the sun. We'll see. Okay guys, well the wind's getting stronger, so I really hope it's not too annoying for you. I know you'll get some wind noise. I'll take you for a little bit of a walk. I'd like it if I could show you a size comparison, but that is almost shoulder height for me. So it must be 4.5, 5 foot. Here's an actual one that grew on its own. It's a native. The what do they call it? Silver something or other. Oh man, silver mulga, I think that's what it is. It's a native. And here we got I think some gooseberry mallees, something else. There is actually a tag on that one. Let's have a look. Macrandra, Eucalyptus macrandra. Pretty cool. It's already defoliating, getting fatter and fatter all the time. Beautiful bark. And then basically what we got here is a heap of honey myrtles, because they're going to be super dense and stop the predominant winds from hitting on the house and the bonsai area. So when they grow, you should almost be dead calm down there and not be affected by the wind. So that's going to be bloody awesome when that happens. Here we got, this is another bushy sugar. So you can see this bushy sugar going nuts. It's about 4 foot high, something like that. Don't really have a size reference. I suppose I could put my empty can down there on the ground. So you can see she's getting bigger. Should have brought my tripod up here, but here's what it is. Now this is what I'm talking about. The bloody old man, when he planted these things, this one here is nearly 6 foot. When he planted these things, I tell you what, he put 2 or 3 seeds in each pot, I tell you. Look at this. She ain't no twin trunk, she's actually, no, I eat my words. I eat my words, guys. That one is a twin trunk. Dig that one up for bonsai soon. So anyway, so that's pretty cool. This one here though, definitely 2 trees. Look at that. Look what the old man did. Look at that. 2 in a pot. Got 2 trees living near each other. One's going one way, one's going another. Same thing here. This one's over 6 foot. That's taller than me now. That's pretty cool. And that same thing. 2 trees. This one here, over 6 foot. 2 trees once again. And you know, they're getting bigger. I'll just put that there for reference. Stand back. So as you can see, it's getting bigger. And quite a few of them are getting to that size. Especially along this section. They really love it along this section. Got a few there. This is really going to help. These are going to be big, tall, bushy trees, which will be the first windbreak, and then down there will be the low windbreak, which will stop anything else that gets underneath these. You know, you're talking 10 years or something, but mind you, they're growing along pretty well. If you remember back to the original videos, these things were barely popping out the guard. A little bit like the other lot that I just showed you. And look now. These things are just going nuts. You can see, hope you guys can see properly. Pretty hard to know what you guys are seeing, but to me it looks green. You can see all these trees here growing beautifully, and here's some water that's laying up here. Another tree. Look at that. Just loving it. They're going well, man. They're going well. Keep on going, guys. Love your effort. And one day you guys can help me out, protect me from the wind, seeing as I gave you guys a life and the old man grew you all from seed. So we've seen you through the whole lot, from seed to what you are now. You guys are doing great. Just keep on keeping on. Oh, just before I show you the bottom section, I was just going to cut you out then, but I just want to show you something else. This one here died back because it was struggling. I gave it one lot of water this. It's pushing out all new growth again. So that's really cool. So she's a survivor. Good one there, old tree. Come on, you'll be fine now. You've had a good rain. Let's have a good life. That's an original one which was bushy, getting eaten by the sheep, but now the sheep are out of here. It's pushing on 10-foot high and getting really bushy and strong. So that's really cool. Okay, so guys, let's move down to the bottom section. I know it's going to be a long-winded video, but I'm just taking you through my whole day, giving you a tour. It's just going to be a fun day. So what I'm going to do is just walk you around here through the puddle. This is where I went for a swim last night, my silliness. But, you know, it's become a tradition that I do a good old water angel when it starts raining, and we haven't had rain for a long time. So right here is where I went for a swim. And plus, you know, kids love it. Kids have a good laugh when I go for a swim in the puddle. So I do it for them mainly. Here we got a native pine. It's going to be a long-winded video, guys. I'm just how it's going to be. A day in the life of Aussie Bonsai Bloke, and a bit of a tour, and a bit of all sorts, fixing the lawnmower, everything. So you can see that thing there is at least 3 foot high now. I'll just put my beer down. Empty beer. I should have brought a roadie, but didn't. She's long gone, that beer. That's a native pine. She's super healthy, really healthy. Look at the new tips on that. Super healthy. This one here is a struggling along survivor, isn't it? But it does have new shoots. Got big like that and then just died. Got too dry. But I did water them a couple of times just before this heat wave, and it sort of brought them back. And now that we've got this rain, all this water, this tree is next to this water. We'll probably nearly have roots out into that water already. So they're just going to fire up after this. Just fire up. So let's head down there and have a look down there. You can see it from here. You can sort of see it all from here. Let's go down there and have a look. Looks like a dog's down there and it's coming up to say hello. See him right down there. That's a cutie. Looks like the sun's digging more of his jump up as well. As he's getting more and more confident, he keeps making his jump bigger and bigger. It's a long way away, so the camera's not picking it up too well, but there you go. Okay, so this section behind the sheds will protect the sheds from all the wind. And when we get a westerly, it'll protect the house as well. And then all that down there will protect it from a northwesterly to not really northerly. Northerly blows straight in on the house, but it's not too bad. It doesn't happen very often, so it's an interesting thing. Yeah, it's having a field day. Found something to eat. It's like one of those, I don't know whether it's a Christmas beetle or what, but having a good feast. Okay. So the trees around here are doing really well, getting quite big. So that's good, because this is actually the main area that needs to be protected from the hot winds. And up there is from the sea breeze cooler winds. And that's grown really well, this is growing really well. So in general, things are looking good for the shelter belt trees and the protection from them. And to be honest, not a lot of trees have died, you know. There's the odd one or two that have died. So we've got the water there from the rain. We got almost an inch, 19 mil, 20 mil, very close to 20, 19 and a half. So there's a dead one by the looks. Maybe another dead one here. Still got a chance of shooting out because the stem is still green. So it might shoot out again. After this rain, might have got rain just in time. Here's another one that's over 6 foot. This one I'm actually looking up at. It's probably closer to 7 now. Beautiful. Look at the size of that trunk. It's already getting quite fat. Really cool. That one's growing awesome. Bloody beauty, mate. Well done. So along here you can see trees are growing really well. Pretty cool. A few more over here growing. Have a look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful trees everywhere. Look at that one. Love it. You know, it's great, you know, to see them growing from what they were, seed, and all that hand watering I did. Literally hand watered them for the first year, 4 hours per night, every night for the first summer, every single night, hand watering. And then I put dripper system on them the second year, and it's just great to see all that effort paying off. And one, helping the environment, and two, eventually get some protection from the wind, and the trees will help us. Looks like the dog's chasing my son on the motorbike. So he's going to go through the water. Okay guys, I better wrap it up and go collecting with the son or cook lunch. And I've only had one beer so far, and it's bloody damn near closing in on 1 PM. And I'm bloody sober as a judge. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure judges are that sober, so. Anyway. That's basically about it for this tour. So we'll go and have lunch. So here we just got more trees, another bushy down there. The patch that's struggled here, still alive but really stunted. I've been giving these extra water, but it's okay because up there they're all growing really well, so they'll still be good protection for the house. So that's really cool. We get off the track, the sun's going past. How you going, mate? And the dog's going to chase him. Okay guys, so the deadish spot's over there. That's okay. Still alive, I shouldn't say dead, stunted. Still alive but stunted. Back behind it is really healthy, and then this lot here is super healthy. So either way, there's some good amount of growth that's going to protect the house from the savage winds that we get. And they're just in general pretty healthy. Here comes the dog. Just a quick look at this one here. Look at this thing here going. Pretty sure it's a peppermint gum, either that or a narrow-leafed red mallee, but I'm not sure. I'll zoom out. Look at the base. It's going well. Starting to exfoliate, get some nice bark on it. I really got to get in here and start taking some of these guards off now, because it looks way more natural once you start getting the guards off. Just being too bloody lazy. Nice. Look at there's the dog again. Loves it. Right guys, let's go dig a tree or cook lunch. Let's see what's next. Cheers. And just in case someone hasn't seen my setup, I thought I'd just show you. I'm trying to grow lawn here, but we've been in a severe drought. This here is a red gum. Was going to be a bonsai, but now she's turned into a bloody big tree. You can see that's a, I don't know, a 15-foot trampoline behind it. And that's only been in the ground for 1.5 years. It's actually still in its pot. Look at that. it's actually still in its pot. And it grew into the ground. It was going to be a bonsai. So there's a trampoline. And I'll just show you this. Most people have seen it, but anyone new, it's my setup. Shade shelter. And the trees. Just a quick pan of them. Not going to stop and individually look at them. Just a quick pan. Kids veggie garden. Corn struggled. I reckon the compost I use, which is compost from the lawn clippings, is just too rich for it. They just turn their toes up and died. But the ones that I planted in the garden bed, the corn, it's going fine. So the tomatoes, on the other hand, are getting bigger and bigger. They were babies when I first put them in only 2 weeks ago. And now the tomatoes are going along. They're just cherry tomatoes. Chili plants okay. And I think chives or spring onions, can't remember, are doing okay as well. And the mint bush is sad as sad. I think that's a cucumber, that little one. Alright, cool. We got fire, baby! G'day guys, time to cook up some grub. Let's get the old barbie going for Australia Day. This is a tradition for all Australians to have a barbie on Australia Day, so here we go. Oh, she's warm. Let's get this cook up going on. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Bloody beauty. Oh man, this is looking good. Oh yeah. Should be about on number 6 now, guys. Bloody beauty. Look in there. My God, man. My God. I wish you guys had smell cam, because this is bloody insane. Look at that. Just give you a close up on that one. Oh. So good. Australia Day. Gotta love it. Bloody beauty, guys. She's nearly ready. Look at that. Oh yeah. We're gonna get her off quick. Oh, she's hot. Oh no, lost one. Oh, that's so hot. Give these another flip. Oh yeah, look at those steaks. Look at that, guys. Snags. potato chips. Bloody beauty, look at those steaks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah guys, I reckon we're done. Bloody beauty. Oh yeah, look at those porterhouse. Oh man, look at that. Woo-wee. Alright. Oh yeah. Now that is what I'm talking about. Bloody beauty. Bloody beauty. Okay, we're just about to go and collect a tree for Seth out in the paddock, box sawn. Let's do it. Okay, in the back. Oh, hang on, I'll drive through.
I'll shove it behind us.
Okay.
Because we'll probably take a while.
Dog in the side. Hey pup. Dude's running like a charm. She's a beauty. Runs like a charm. Look at this. Just love being out here. Just love it. So we're going to do a quick dig of a box sawn before the neighbours get here. And then go and say hello to the neighbours. Look at that, just beautiful. Now what do you reckon, Doc? Just beautiful. Now the box sawns won't actually have any leaf on because it's been so dry for 12 weeks. They're actually going to be leafless. Just because that's what happens to them during summer, they die back. And they reshoot. How's that? That's where I ripped up that other one, if you remember. And look, it's actually got some shoots on top of the root. Oh, the car just stalled. Ute, I mean. So we're going to try and find something to dig. Ooh. We've got almost no brakes because there's no power assisting here. You can see the water that's laid here as well. So this is the outside perimeter of my property. Everything out here is doing okay considering. You can see the water laid there. It's slippery. Bumpy. So we're going to find a good spot for a box sawn. It probably keeps going up that way as well. But we're going to find a good box sawn. There's a big box sawn there. See how we go. This one's for Seth, so right, let's see how we go. That one looks like a massive one, but we'll take a look. Okay, here we are. We're having a look, aren't we, Seth?
Yeah. We think we found one right there. We don't know if it's Dad. It's wondering if it's too big or not.
Yeah, wondering whether it's a little bit too big for Sethy, but I don't know.
I don't care if my apples do that big.
It's 8 foot tall, but you know what? In time, you can make a great bonsai, and it's quite fat at the base. Some nice branching, so I reckon let's just rip it out and see what happens. I'll hack it back first and then we'll rip it out. Okay guys, well I got my earbud in so you should be able to hear me. And we're going to cut it back. Seth's sitting in the ute because there's a lot of bull ants out here. And he's a bit worried about them, I think.
And they're currently invading.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Bull ants are everywhere, they're invading. Some of these branches are dead, some are alive, so see what happens. Let's cut it back pretty hard. Get rid of some of these branches. See if she pulls out. And like the other one that I collected, we'll see how we go later with the shooting back. I'll just do it real quick. I don't have a lot of time before the neighbours get here. In fact, I think they might have already rocked up, but a bit busy. Actually, I should leave some length on that for leverage to pull it out. Now, it's stuck in the middle of a heap of rocks. So it's going to be interesting as to how the ute goes. Just got me bad. As to how the ute goes pulling it all out. Because we're stuck in some big boulders here. The other one that I had was stuck in sand pretty well. Oh man, this is bad. Don't ever work on box thorns in a hurry because this is bad. Gonna end up like a bloody pincushion here. Lucky I've got at least one drink under my belt. Several maybe. So the pain's not as bad. So this is for Seth, this one. It's going to be a massive bonsai, but you know, oh bugger, that hurt. You know, if we're teaching someone the right way, you might as well give them something that's got a lot of potential to work on, rather than a tree that's never going to become anything. Work on something with potential. Oh God, I wish to heck I could clear all this off, but it's dangerous. Oh, I'm getting stabbed everywhere, but oh, our time limit is bad. Got a really small time limit to get this out. We'll pot it up after. A lot of these branches are still alive, so we should be good. Be interesting how she shoots and grows. It's what you call speed digging. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, what the heck? This is bad. Oh. Go, man, go. Leave us. Oh. There's not going to be a lot of sap flow yet because this is what boxhorns do. They sort of go semi-dead / dormant. In the heat. I just want to make sure it is alive. Actually, I'm not worried. I'm not too sure about this one. This one might have been aerial bombed with Roundup because there's only one definite green shoot down there. Another one here. I'm sure that's dead. All that for nothing. Right, let's go find another one. Bugger. End up like a pin cushion for nothing. Let's go find another one. Bugger, because it had a nice base. If it does shoot up later and it was alive, well, then we can rip it out. But it had a nice base. Okay, Seth, what do you reckon of this one?
I reckon we should see it because it's alive.
It's alive, isn't it? You can see some of the green shoots up the top. Obviously it's struggling for water, but a lot of it looks alive, which is more than I think I can say for the other one, because here you break something and it's green, the other one looked brown. So here we got a really fat base down there. Same thing, I'll have to cut it back really super hard. Set up the tripod and then see if we can rip it out. So let's get the tripod going. So either you have a big one like that, Seth, or you could go for this little baby one here.
I reckon, well, we can get that small one as well, because while we're here we might as well, because we can just put it in that small green pot.
Yeah.
I reckon we get
Let's definitely get that one, and maybe the other one.
That small one is not as much work to get.
Yeah, this is a massive boxthorn again. Boxthorns aren't small around here.
You get some small ones that we don't want, them small ones.
Well, I'm going to get in there and go super hyper speed because I think the neighbours are here and we're still out in the paddock. Not very good really on our behalf. We should be in there, but I don't know. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop some crap out the way. And then we're going to pull it out with a ute, I reckon, because we're on a bit of a time limit here. Yeah, this definitely looks different on the bark to the other one. Just I wish, you know, I wish it weren't quite so spiky, but oh well. Alright, we're still cutting away here. Leaving a fair bit of branching for options. I'll tell you what, for Seth's first collected Yamadori bonsai, this is massive. Ah. Yeah, but that died. Yeah. So, well, hopefully this will be your first that lives. Oh! What a spike in me.
I reckon this one we should be able to get out soon.
right in the thumbnail. Oh, jeez.
That was hurt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Look at this. Oh. No wonder not everyone uses these as bonsai set. Don't worry, mate. We'll get it. God. This is bloody painful. Look at the thumb now, where that went in under the thumbnail. Oh. And they have a mild toxin too, you know. Makes it hurt more. Oh. This is not good, Seth. I'll get it, bud. You keep digging on yours.
I just put the passenger seat.
Oh yeah, I got it. Dog sleeping on the front seat.
Yep.
Beautiful. He's such a good dog. So well behaved. Okay.
Oh.
So what I might do is just wrap that around there like so, around the main trunks. Whatever damage it does, you know, it's just bad luck and we'll just have to sort it out later.
We'll fix it up.
Okay, this is going to be a very long video, but we love it. It's what it's all about. Okay.
Oh, can you help me get this one straight out?
Oh yeah, we got to reverse.
We might as well finish getting this out and then we get that one out.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's get yours out.
It's just a small root.
Oh.
I don't want to snap it. Be careful.
Watch out,
with this root
watch your
right
fingers.
there. There we go.
Well, you've almost got it right out.
Just being careful on that root because
Right.
it was a good, nice, smallish
Show
root.
the camera that,
Oh.
but be careful.
You're bleeding.
Yeah, I know, that hurts. Right, and then I'm going to reverse up to the strap. Put her in low range. So you're just showing the camera. Alright, let me reverse up and let's pull this out. Okay, watch out, Leo. You coming for a ride? You sure? I got to reverse up first, but you can hop in if you want. Then we got to put her in full drive and give her a good yankaroo. This is the fun part. That other stuff, that's just prickly crap. We got to. This is the fun stuff if I don't install it. Is that good? Whew.
A little close, but it's good because we got some room to yank it.
Oh yeah, let's bring it on, man. Worry about getting this off later. I'm just going to do some in the old knot here and see what happens. Okay. All right, you sure you're right, Seth? Okay. All right, you get that one out of the way. Right, ready? So it still starts recording. What happened? Did it break it?
You snapped the rod!
Oh no! It must be a good solid one.
Look at that. And you snapped the... No.
Well, we might attack it from a different angle now. Jeez. Holy man! That just snapped this thing completely in half. Woo-wee. Jeez. All right, let's attack it from a different angle.
Well, guess we're onto this now.
All right, watch out. We'll put this on the back so that you don't get run over.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they do. Just when you least expect it, they jump up and stab you. All right, I think you should hop in now. Or just hop off, whatever you want to do. And we're going to have another pull at it. Okay, we got the dog in. You might see the dog in the window. Hope that it's not so short that you can't see it getting pulled out now, because alright, we're pulling hard. Woo! I don't know if it's coming or not, I can't see much. You guys can see more on the camera than me. I'm just revving the crap out of the ute and giving a good heave ho. Hold the dog, Seth, otherwise he'll hit the window. Hold on to him, please, come on. Oh, I think we snapped the rope again.
Oh, not again!
Yeah.
Oh, Dad.
Now what are we going to do? Because we'll be running out of rope. Oh no, it didn't snap it, but it... Wow. Actually, it's probably enough. I think we're done. I think I can get out my silky gomboy, cut some of those main tap roots still left, and she'll come out. So that was crazy. Oh, I just got spiked in the damn toe. You little beast. You beast of a tree. Out you come, you beast. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you beast. Out you come. It's a crazy little tree if I wanted to keep that, but... Alright, we got it up enough that I can see all the roots. Thank God the roots don't have spikes on them. It says speed digging. You guys have been live for the whole thing unless I fast forward it. I suppose I'll fast forward a few bits, but wow, it's going to be an ultra long video. Everything in the video. You don't get much less than that. I haven't seen anyone pack more than that into one video. Jeepers crikey, man. Jeepers crikey, holy tomato. Right, thorns and everything aside, we got her. When we repot it, we'll give you a close up of this trunk, but I'm thinking that's a pretty good view there. We'll just have to delete a few branches. Alright, chuck her on the back. Alright. Done. Get back to the house. Whew. Oh, God. Well, that was an effort, but it didn't actually take that long. I'll just have a quick look at the camera. 21 minutes. Pretty good. No worries. I'll catch you back in repotting. Well, Seth, collecting is done. What do you reckon about your tree?
Pretty good.
It's massive, isn't it? Huge.
It's good because I only had one little tree, then I collected that box thorn that sadly died. And then now we've got another 2 box thorns for me. and hopefully they both survive.
Yeah, pretty cool. So that's done. We collected. What do you reckon, Leo? Good? Leo, you going to talk to me, boy? Alright, open the gate. And then we've got to repot this sucker up after.
Yep.
And we're done. Cheers. G'day guys, well, Seth's potted up his little one and now we're going to get on to Seth's big one.
And give it a bit of
So I've had him,
water.
yeah, a bit of water. So I've been soaking them for a few, probably 4 hours, so hopefully they're all good. I'll just clean up the roots a bit. Okay, done. Roots are clean. Now we'll just find a pot, chuck her in. Maybe we could clean up the structure for the main trunk. Or do we just let it shoot out and choose that later, I think. There's a few branches that we could take off. We'll take a few off. Take a few off now, just to clean it up a bit and find the more interesting branches inside. for now, Seth. What do you reckon?
Good.
Pretty crazy trunk. Got some big fat lines across here, up here. Crazy lines here. I think we can make something out of that, bud. Could end up being a really cool tree. In fact,
that one in the future, that will grow something like that size.
Yeah. In fact, I reckon that's going to make an amazing tree for you, Seth. In
If it
time.
doesn't die, hopefully.
Shouldn't die. Should be fine. The other ones have shot out really healthy, so we'll see what happens. Really cool.
The other box one that used to be in here.
Yeah, that died. So now you got a new one in there.
Just gave it some water.
And there's our leftover bits and pieces.
Which will probably burn. What?
What?
What? No.
Cool. Alright, let's get them in. Let's get the big one into a pot. G'day guys, well, me and Seth, we've potted it up. We got your little one there and your big one there, Seth. What do you reckon?
They're good.
They'll be good, won't they?
Mhm.
They're going to be real quality bonsai one day. This is great starting stock. And this is how most beginners should try and start. Just rip something out the ground and use that. Because it gives you something really good to start with and to work on right from the start. And it'll give you plenty of growth. No worries. Well, let's get back. Leo, come in here. Come on, come say hello. Good boy. Hello. Very cute, isn't you? So let's get back to working on that Melaleuca. Almost at the end of the day, end of the video. Have a good one. Back to the Melaleuca. Well done, Sethi. Good job, mate.
Look at them.
Cheers.
Hey Dad, you better walk around them because we can't do the spin of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of growth there you can use, bud.
They'll get better eventually. And sometimes they'll get lazy.
Okay guys, well, I'm well aware that without the black background you're not going to see as much detail of the tree without the lights going, but it is what it is. I wanted to do this one outside, so we're going to do this Melaleuca. I'm going to call it Bractifolia, but I don't even know what it is. Could be a honey myrtle, a pebble flower and honey myrtle. That's what we'll call it for now. Maybe someone will correct me, but anyway, it gets little flowers and it looks pretty close to a honey myrtle. So, styling this tree, got to settle myself down and just think about it. It's going to be very similar to that bottle brush that we're doing, but I'm going to try it with this one. So obviously this back branch has died. The wood on these is quite hard, so it should last a long time. But that has also meant that this whole side around here is actually dead. Even these two roots that go into the soil here are dead. And only this side is alive. So maybe one day I'll clean that up and create some dead wood or something. Not sure. I think that could even be the back. This could be the front here. Yeah, definitely. That's the front there. So let's get into it. And I'm going to do it in the same method. I'm just going to pull up a bunch of foliage, cut it up on a bead from one side. If you haven't seen the bottle brush mallee style, check it out because that's got detailed shots of how to trim it. And today's video is not about the detail because it's more about just having fun and having a few drinks. And to be honest, we've got the neighbours coming over very soon and we've got to try and get this tree done and all the filming done before they get here, because otherwise I won't be able to finish my video. So same again, cut it up on an angle, cut it down on an angle. Now this one here, bear in mind, is way more immature in its styling than what the bottle brush is that I'm doing mallee style. So this here may not look like much for now, but if you remember back to when I first started the bottle brush, I think you guys would agree that that also was pretty backwards in its design at the time. And basically I'm just going to copy where I cut it last time to create, you know, these sorts of different heights in the pad. So it's like parachute going up with a canopy at the top. So just going to work on that, and because it's so immature and there's still branches trying to grow up, I'm not going to clean out in between the pads. Thought the neighbours were here for a second, but it's just Seth taking the dog for a ride on the bike. More exercise for him. Away they go. Bloody dirty. They've got a bit more time. So I'm just going to roughly cut all these pads, and we're not going to clean out in between because we still want branches to grow up. So the parachute, you can call it the Australian mallee style or the parachute style, but basically it's going up into a ball of foliage, and there's going to be 3 or 4 layers of foliage in the tree with a couple at the top that'll be a bit taller, and a lot of our mallees grow like that, so pretty well it, you know. And like I say, it's not going to look very refined for now because this is still in very early stages, and I want more branches to join in on the, I guess, the parachute look, and more branches to be going up into the canopy of the parachute. Okay, so you can see, I'll just grab a big clump, trim it, and then we have different level. Okay, another one here. Cut this one. You can see the growth on this thing since last time. It wasn't that long ago. This thing is so healthy since it's getting a lot more sun now, and I'm giving it regular fertilizer now. When I first got it, it was a little bit poor because it had been in too much shade, but it's alright. The bones were there, and you know, now that she's got good growth going on, we can really get into styling this thing. And hopefully in a few years, because they do grow quick, these Melaleuca or Mallee, they do grow quite quick once they get healthy and more established. So it should develop pretty quickly, we hope. Okay, so like I say, there's some long ones here which are going to join into that canopy later, and I don't want to go cleaning up in between and cutting them off because I want them to eventually contribute to the tree. And just for now, it's too immature to try and really, you know, delineate? I don't know, that word's too complicated for me. Delineate, something like that anyway, to really show the divisions between the pads and really show the branches or the branch structure of what I call, you know, the parachute of an Australian native. So it's just a bit too immature to really do that properly, but you'll get the idea, I hope. I hope it starts to make some sense. And I'm basically just grabbing it in a clump, trimming it on a V up and a V down, and even front to back, a bit of a V. So it's like a cone, I suppose. Pretty well, that's all we're doing. So another one at the back here, going up on an angle, down on an angle without cutting my hand. Beauty. And then we'll do another one here, up on an angle, down on an angle. Down on an angle at the back, down on an angle at the front. And you get this nice pad. Okay, like I say, it's going to be a little bit rough and ready because it's not mature enough to refine it. So this is very early stages. Even that bottle brush that I do is still on reasonably early stages, so I still haven't done that 100%. It's just a cool, it's just a cool style that I'm experimenting with. No idea whether it's going to work out, but for now, I'm just experimenting with this style. Same thing at the top. This will be the top branch, up on an angle like a V, back down on the other side. Extremely easy. You can see by how fast this tree's getting done. You don't need to, it's a bit like the hedge pruning of Walter Poole. You don't need to individually choose branches at this stage. Maybe later on, when it's more refined or developed, you could probably get back in there and start being a little bit more choosy with the branches. But for now, in the early stages, I think this is a really good way to give you a lot of shoots, a lot of branches, and then once you've got it more mature, then you can go back in and refine it more. But at least for now, it'll give you a lot of different opportunities to choose different branches, different heights, and a lot of different canopies, which is what the Australian natives have. They have a lot of different canopies, a lot of different parachutes, and like I've said before, they're almost like they got 3 or 4 trees almost silhouetted over each other and glued into one, and that's sort of how the mallee grow. You could almost imagine a tree that stops here, then another tree that stops here, and then another one at a different level, and then some top branches. And that's how they do grow, so pretty cool. Pity I can't get in there and really clean it out, but I do, like I say, I do want some of those other branches to grow out and contribute to the top. So for now, they're not going to be refined. It's very immature stages. But I imagine within 2 or 3 years of doing this, it will already be getting a lot more mature, and a lot of these little branches that I'm not actually chopping now will already be contributing into these little parachute canopies, I suppose you could call it. They'll already be contributing into that, so a couple of years and she'll start to look pretty good, I reckon. Especially with this growth. This growth is only, I don't know, a few months worth of growth from last trimming. And you can already see, I hope you can already see that it's starting to take shape, you know. Yes, it's a bit rough here and there, and there's a fair few branches that are not developed enough, but I hope you can start to see where we're headed with it. That's part of that one. Okay, so this is going to be a canopy up here with that one. This two will be up top. This one will be with that one. And you'll have a different height here. Then you have all this the same height here. And you have a few low ones here. and then hopefully some stuff might shoot out the front. We'll have some stuff in the front, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't cover the front of the tree, because the front of these trees, you know, the mallees, you can see the branches all the way to the top pretty well. If you go and look at a mallee in nature, you can see the branches pretty well all the way to the top, because they don't have a lot of foliage compared to how much wood there is. And same with the all the eucalypts are pretty well the same, apart from some of the red gums. A lot of eucalypts and mallees actually show a fair bit of the branch structure. So I'll just have a quick look, see how it's going. Like I say, you probably can't see a lot because the light's probably not great. I should have done it in the shed, but I really wanted to be outside on Australia Day. So it is what it is. But anyway, let's give it a bit of a spin. Like I say, a long way to go, but it's getting there. No worries. Cheers for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke. I really hope you enjoyed today's tour and all the mucking around I did. A lot happened today, and that's almost just a pretty normal day for Aussie Bonsai Bloke. That's just how I roll on a weekend, and that's pretty well a normal day. So let's finish with a bit of a suckle of the old Great Northern. What a great, fantastic day. Gotta love Australia Day. Okay, please like, share, subscribe. Tell your mates about the channel. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers for the support, the comments. And I'll see you next time, guys. No worries. Thanks again. Cheers.